Hello guys, this is Saruto Uchiha Storm here and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing what if Naruto was betrayed and awakened the Rinnegan. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Chapter 1, Naruto was married to have a daughter but they left him and got banished. He got banished because they didn't want him anymore. He became a wandering traveler for 2 years and settled down at the hidden cloud village. Kage Summit. Raikage, Tsunade, why have you called us to Summit? Tsunade, because Raikage-sama, it's been brought to my attention that there is someone looking to destroy my village. Mizukage, do you have leads to who it is? Tsunade, no, but I can guess who it is. Tsuchikage, well, don't keep us waiting. Tsuchikage, who do you think it is? Tsunade, I believe it's the Nine-Tails Fox Jinchuriki. Raikage annoyed, well, that's where you're wrong, we've had him under surveillance since he joined our ranks. Tsunade, I am still convinced that it was him because he has a lot of reasons to hate us. Tsuchikage, I'm starting to question your surveillance team. Raikage. Kage, well, I do not question him. I know Naruto has a lot of reasons to do it, but I also know that he is not that kind of person to look for revenge. Mizukage, I agree with Kage. He's shown no signs of even caring about the Leaf Village anymore. Tsunade, I will believe it when I speak to him. The Raikage slams his hands on the desks. Irritated Raikage, you dare ask to let you speak to him. He told me what happened to him back at the Leaf Village. And frankly wouldn't want to speak to you either, not letting him see his child and then banished him from the village just because you have no use for him. The Raikage calms down. Raikage, but if it will make you stop thinking of him as just a weapon then I shall summon him. He signals with his hand. Naruto steps a few feet out of the shadows behind him. Naruto, you called for me. Raikage-sama. Tsunade's mind, is that the Rinnegan? Tsunade, why doesn't he show himself? Raikage, because you asked to speak to him. Not to see him. Naruto looks at Tsunade. Naruto, speak. Tsunade gets pissed. Tsunade, show some respect when you speak to me. He turns around and begins walking away into the shadows. Naruto, waste of my time. She signals her guards to stop him. Hinata runs in front of Naruto and activates her Byakugan. Hinata, stop Naruto. Sasuke activates his Sharingan. Naruto, I told you I hold no connections to you anymore, so if you try that again I will hurt you. She runs at him using Byakugan. Hinata, let's see it. Naruto punches her stomach. She falls to the ground bleeding from her mouth. Hinata, why you hit me? Naruto, I am not the same Naruto that you could and expect no resistance from. I don't care who you are. I will you if you try that again. Sasuke comes running with his sword. Sasuke, monster. Naruto stops the katana with his fingers. Naruto, I don't have time for you. Almighty push. Sasuke forms a Chidori on one of his hand. The almighty push forces Sasuke toward the wall and crush. He is on the ground unconscious and bleeding. Tsuchikage chuckles, not bad. Mizukage hides her laughter, I agree. Mizukage can't hold her laughter anymore. Mizukage, haha. Kage, that'll teach them a lesson. Tsunade is pissed. Tsunade's mind, he's more ruthless now. Tsunade, Naruto, you will be punished for that. He turns to Tsunade. Naruto, why do you take to me like if I'm still a leaf ninja? Remember this, Tsunade. Naruto, I am not one of your lap dogs, so stop thinking you all high and mighty, you have no power over me. He slowly woke out of the shadows. Naruto, I will not take orders from anybody I don't like. He steps out of the shadows. Naruto, and if you even think of trying to fight me, I will not hold back. She is scared and stunned. Tsunade, Naruto, what have you become? Naruto, I became what everyone in the village feared me for. Mizukage, ooh, and he's a cutie. Naruto walks back into the shadows. Naruto, you haven't seen me in a good mood yet. May walk out of the shadow and looks at Mizukage. Naruto, well, how do I look? Tsunade is amazed. Tsunade's mind, he hasn't even aged since his banishment. Tsunade, Naruto, how is it that you haven't aged in 2 years? He looks at her. Naruto, I don't need to tell you. He turns to other cages. Naruto, well, if no one needs me, I will be on my way. He leaves a note on the Raikage's desk and then vanishes. The Raikage reads the note out loud. Raikage, he said it wasn't me who was looking to destroy the village. Old hag. Tsuchikage chuckles, ha ha ha. I like that kid. Kage, with that said, I think the summit is over. He gets up and walks out. The other cages follow him and leave. Konoha, Hokage's mansion. He hears the story about what happened at the Kage summit. Kiba, what? I'll kill that bastard. Neji, Kiba, calm down. I know she is your wife, but you can't bet Naruto. Hiashi is pissed. Hiashi, I'm just as angry as you, Kiba. He calms down. Hiyashi, but Neji is right, he's not a member of the village anymore so we can't do anything to him. Mayuko, what happens, dad? Kiba kneels down. Kiba, Naruto beat your mother. She is pissed. Mayuko, of course, that monster did this to mom. Tsunade is the thing about Naruto. Tsunade, he hasn't aged since his banishment. He said he wasn't the one trying to destroy the villagers. Neji, how hasn't he aged a day since then? Hiyashi, more importantly, if he isn't the one trying to destroy the village, then who is? Madara appears out of the shadows. Madara, that would be me. Everyone shouting, Madara, Madara, I didn't come here for a fight. Madara, he is probably your only chance at survival. Since he is the exact opposite of me, he will be the only person to match me. He activates his Sharingan. Madara, I also read his file and know what you all have done to him, so you all better warm up to him or I might get him to join me in the destruction of the Hidden Leaf Village. He looks at Mayuko. Madara, you better hope he has a soft spot for his daughter. Or you better run away from the village. He disappears into the darkness. Tsunade, great, now to get Naruto to fight for people he hates. Mayuko, why do we have to ask that monster for help? Tsunade, why isn't it a problem? The problem is getting him to fight for us when we're not friends with the Raikage. Hiyashi, we must hold another Kage summit and pray for that we get Naruto's support or other countries to help us. Kiba, as much as I hate to admit it, we need his help. Neji, mind, Naruto, I hope you still have the old you buried deep somewhere inside you. End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2. Hidden Cloud Village. Park. Naruto is walking at the park. He sees a group of teens surrounding the girl. Naruto, what's this about? He walks towards the group of teens. The group of teens is throwing rocks at the girl. Group of teens, homeless people shouldn't be sleeping at the park. Getting hit on her spine, starts crying. Naruto standing behind the group of teens. Naruto, what are you doing? The group of teens turns to Naruto. Group of teens, we're making the homeless girl leave. Do you have a problem with it? Naruto activates Kyuubi's eye. Naruto, as a matter of fact I do. Group of teens, you All of the group of teens got scared shitless and ran away. Naruto, that's what I thought. He walks over to the girl. He kneels down in front of the girl. Naruto, did they hurt you? She is covered in blood and bruises. She nods and lifts up the back of her shirt, showing him a bruise mark on her spine. He puts his hand on the bruise mark. Naruto, mind, poor kid. She is going through the same thing I went as a kid. He transferred the chakra and threw her bruise into her body to heal. The chakra transfer into her heals her body fast. Amaya, why did you step in? Naruto, because I couldn't just stand there and watch. He gets up. Naruto, where is your family, kid? Amaya, I don't know. They abandoned me when I was younger. Naruto, what's your name? Amaya, my name is Amaya. He picks her up and gives her a piggyback ride. Naruto, then you're coming with me. He starts walking. Amaya on Naruto's his shoulders. Amaya, where are you taking me? Naruto, to the Raikage's office. Amaya, why? Naruto, to get adoption papers. She is confused. Amaya, why would you need adoption papers? Naruto, because I'm gonna adopt you. She smiles. Amaya, really? Naruto, of course I am. Then she realizes something. Amaya, don't you have a family? He looks down. Naruto, I used to have a wife and daughter but they abandoned me when they realized what I was. I don't hold any personal emotional connection to them anymore. I don't really miss them anymore. I care if won't let me be part of their life. But now I don't even miss themes or think about them anymore. I've moved on and I'm happy with where my life is going. I do miss being a parent, but now I have you so that part of my life is filled with happiness. Amaya's mind, he was abandoned too. It's great that he wants to be a parent again. They went to Raikage's office. Raikage's mansion. The Raikage is working on paperwork when he hears a knock on the door. Raikage, come in. He opens the door and enters the room with Amaya on his shoulders. Naruto, hey Raikage-sama. He stops working on paperwork and sees Naruto. Raikage-sama, Naruto, what is it? Naruto, I wanted to ask you for adoption papers. Raikage is a shock. Raikage, adoption papers for what? Naruto, I want to adopt a little girl I brought with me. He puts Amaya down. Raikage stands up from his desk and walks toward Amaya. She hides behind Naruto and peeks from the side. Amaya, hi Raikage-sama. Raikage puts his hands on Naruto's shoulders. Naruto, I am proud of you for what you're doing. Even though you've had a horrible experience before, you still want to have a family and you are adopting a little girl that needs parental love and affection. He walks back towards his desk and reaches into his drawers. He pulls out some papers and gives them to Naruto. Raikage, turn these in to me tomorrow. He takes the paper and grabs Amaya's hand. Naruto, thank you Raikage-sama. He walks towards the door and opens it and leaves with Amaya. Raikage's mind, why can't B be more like Naruto? He actually wants a family instead of rapping. Konoha, Hokage's Manson. Hinata, Lady Tsunade, is it true that Madara wants to destroy the village? Tsunade, sadly yes, and I suppose you know the rest already. Hinata, yes I do. How are we supposed to get Naruto to fight for us when he hates us to begin with? Tsunade, I don't know, but there must be something he wants that we can use as our bargain. Shikamaru enters the room. Shikamaru, Lady Tsunade, I've sent letters about the summit to the Mizukage, Kage and Tsuchikage. Tsunade, good, send the last one to the Raikage asp. Shikamaru, hi. He leaves the room. Tsunade gets an idea. We could give him visiting rights to see Mayuko. Hinata gets pissed. What, why would I allow him to come anywhere close to Mayuko? Tsunade looks at Hinata seriously. Look Hinata, this could be our only chance to get Naruto to fight for us, unless you know anything else he would want. Hinata looks down. I don't know anything else he would want. Then tell Mayuko and Kiba that Naruto might be coming to see her. Hinata is pissed. Hi Tsunade-sama. She leaves the room. Tsunade lays back on her chair. Naruto, I hope you haven't completely shut Hinata and Mayuko out of your heart. Hidden Cloud Village, Raikage's Mansion. Atsui enters the room. Atsui, Raikage-sama, we've received a summit from the Leaf Village. The Raikage takes the letter from him. Irritagged Raikage, again. What do they what? The Ryakage opens the letter and reads it. He finishes reading the letter and stands up. Ryakage, tell Naruto we have a summit to attend tomorrow. Atsui, hi. He vanishes. Irritated Raikage, why do they have to bring their problems here? Naruto's apartment, after they settled in. Naruto, and this is your room, Amaya. He points to the door. She is hugging his legs. Amaya, thank you for everything Naruto. He pets her head. Naruto, you're welcome Amaya. He hears someone knock on the door. I gotta get the door. Amaya lets go of him and towards the door. He opens the door. Naruto, yes? Atsui, hey Naruto, Raikage-sama said to inform you that you are invited to a Kage summit tomorrow. He looks down. Naruto's mind, damn it, I was planning on spending tomorrow with Amaya, thanks for informing me. He closes the door. Naruto's mind, I'm going to bring Amaya with me to the Kage summits because I bet she doesn't want to be alone on her second day being adopted. He walks towards her room. He walks into her room. Naruto, hey Amaya, we've been invited to a Kage summit. She is on her bed under a blanket. Amaya, do we have to go? Naruto, I only have to go, but I don't want to leave you home alone on your second day of being my daughter. Amaya's mind, he called his daughter. Amaya, okay daddy, I'll come with you. Naruto is shocked and happy that she calls him dad. Tears stream down his cheek. Naruto's mind, she calls me dad. He wipes away the tears. He walks toward Amaya and kisses her forehead. Naruto, get some rest honey, we have to be there tomorrow. Amaya, okay daddy. Amaya's mind, I finally have a family. She lays down on her bed. He walks towards the door and closes it. Naruto, I'm finally happy that I have a daughter now. He walks towards his room. He opens the door and enters the room. He lays on his bed and falls asleep. Next day, Kage summits. Raikage sitting down. Raikage, okay Tsunade, what is it this time? A lot of people are behind them. Tsunade, I found out who is trying to destroy my village. Tsuchikage, here we go again. Tsunade, it's Madara Uchiha. Kage, is he coming for the rest of us? Tsunade, as far as I know he is only after the Leaf Village. Mizukage, so what are you gonna do? Tsunade, I need support from other countries and Naruto to fend Madara off. Tsuchikage, why should we lend your support? You said he is only after you, so this does not mean we should you ninjas when it doesn't involve us? Naruto enters the room. And why should I help you? She looks down. Tsunade, he personally pick you to help us fight him. He gives her a serious look. Naruto, that doesn't answer my question, why in the world would I help a village that gave me nothing but loneliness, pain, and suffering? She looks at Naruto with confidence, hoping he would accept her offer. Tsunade, because we can offer you something in exchange for your help. She signals her guards. Hinata and Kiba enter the room and saw Naruto giving him a dirty look with Mayuko. Naruto is pissed when he saw them. What could you possibly offer me that would convince me to fight for you? Why bring them out? Tsunade, we can offer you full rights to see Mayuko on a daily basis. He looks down. Naruto, full rights to see Mayuko again, huh? Tsunade, yes. Tsunade's mind, he's gonna take the bait. He looks at Mayuko. She noticed that Naruto is looking at her and gives him a death glare. Mayuko, HMPH? Naruto makes his decision. Naruto, I. End of Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Kage Summits. I make his decision. Naruto, I. Ryukage's mind, don't fall for their trap, you will regret it. Amaya is sitting in the stands getting worried. Amaya, mind, daddy. Naruto, no. Tsunade, what? Raikage slams his hands and breaks the table. Raikage, damn right. Kiba's mind, he turned down the chance to be with Mayuko again. What happened to him? Hinata's mind, he really doesn't care about her. Amaya is relieved. Amaya's mind, daddy. Tsunade, why? Naruto, because I already have someone proud to call my daughter. Mizukage's mind, I thought he only had one daughter. Kiba, you have another daughter? Naruto, yes I do, I prefer her to Mayuko. Amaya comes running toward Naruto and hugs him. Amaya, daddy. He hugs back. Naruto, hey baby girl. Neji is pissed and comes running and activates Byakugan. Neji, she is not even related to you by blood. He runs at Amaya. Neji, air palm. Naruto looks at Neji and turns to him. Naruto activates Kyuubi's one-tail cloak. Naruto, do you want to die? Neji pisses his pants. Neji, oh Kami. Kage, well he gonna die. Raikage, I'm not gonna stop him, people need to learn not to mess with his daughter. Hinata is worried. Hinata, Neji you shouldn't have done that, now Naruto is gonna kill you. Naruto forms a Rinnegan with one hand with a red chakra cloak. He runs towards Neji and aims his Rinnegan at him. Naruto, Rinnegan. Boom. The smoke is clear and Neji is lying unconscious on the ground bleeding. Naruto, if he ever does that again I'll kill him on the spot. He turns back to normal. He turns to Amaya. Naruto, are you honey? Amaya, I'm fine daddy. He hugs her. Naruto, thank Kami. He breaks the hug and looks at Tsunade. Tsunade, look Naruto I'm sorry about that but we need you. Mayuko, he is just a monster. Mizukage, child do you realize your father can destroy the village whenever he wants to? So if I were you I wouldn't get him angry. Mayuko, he wouldn't hurt me, right mom? Hinata thinking about it. Hinata, Mayuko don't get him mad. Mayuko looks at Kiba. Mayuko, dad? Kiba, he has a new daughter now Mayuko. He doesn't care what happens to you since we made it clear for him not to see you anymore. She looks at Naruto. He is staring at her with Kyuubi's eyes. He turns to Tsunade. Naruto, I won't help you against Madara. He turns to Amaya. Naruto, come on honey let's get ice cream. He grabs her hand. Amaya, ice cream. He pulls him faster. Naruto, haha calm down Amaya. They leave the room. Tsuchikage, you know I'm starting to like that kid. Tsuchikage, he is a true father. Kage, I haven't seen him this happy since he had Mayuko. Ryukage, he is happy because he showed the deadly side of him that didn't affect Amaya. But Mayuko rejected Naruto before she even saw that side of him. Mizukage, he is so happy because he finally has a daughter that will accept him for who he is. Unknown location. Madara, so he won't fight. Madara, good now I can destroy the village without any interference. To where Naruto and Amaya are after getting ice cream. Amaya, hey daddy can I ask you something? Naruto, sure. Amaya, why did you choose me over Mayuko? Naruto, because you are my daughter. She smiles. Amaya, but she was your original daughter. He looks at Amaya. Naruto, she may have been the original but you are the one I accept as my daughter. Amaya, thanks, daddy. Naruto is having flashbacks. Flashback. Neji activates his Byakugan and runs at Amaya. Neji, air palm. Naruto turns around super fast. He activates one tail cloak. Naruto, do you want to die? End of flashback. Naruto, Amaya give me your hand. She gives her hand. Amaya, why daddy? Naruto, because I'm gonna give you some of my powers. Transferred red chakra into her hand. She is confused. Amaya, why give me your powers? Still transferring chakra. Naruto, because of what happens at the Kage Summit, I won't give you the powers to defend myself. Amaya, what kind of power will I have? He finishes transferring the chakra. Naruto, the same ones I used at the Kage Summit but stronger. Naruto, but only use it when you feel your life is treated. Amaya, okay daddy, how far does my power go? Naruto, it goes this far. He transforms. Naruto, unless I give you more power this is as far as you can go. Amaya, really? Naruto, yes but until you can get used to it. Naruto, you'll have to rely on the eyes. He turns back to normal. Amaya, the eyes? He activates Kyuubi's eyes. Naruto, yes like how mine is. She activates Kyuubi's eyes. Amaya, like this? He deactivated Kyuubi's eyes. Naruto, exactly, and you got it on your first try. She deactivates Kyuubi's eyes. Amaya, so now what? Naruto, now we go home. He picks up Amaya. Amaya, good, I'm tired. She lays her head on his chest. Konoha's group. Tsunade, Neji, what the hell was that? He looks down in disgrace. Neji, I don't know what came over me, Lady Tsunade. Kiba, I agree. Kiba, he could have killed you on the spot and get no consequences because you attacked his daughter. Hinata, you were lucky he still had some mercy in him. Mayuko isn't paying attention to what they are talking about. Mayuko's mind, would he really hurt me? She is having a flashback. Flashback? Naruto, even if you are my child's mother Hinata. I hold no connections to either of you, so I will not hesitate to hurt you. Naruto, I already have someone to be proud to call my daughter. Neji is pissed and activates his Bikugan. He runs at Amaya. Neji, air palm. Naruto is pissed and activates Kyuubi's one-tail cloak. Naruto, do you want to die? He forms a Rinnegan with one hand and runs at Neji and aims it at him. Naruto, Rinnegan. Boom. The smoke clears and Neji is on the ground unconscious and bleeding. Naruto, I would rather have Amaya than Mayuko. Tsunade, we can offer you full rights to see Mayuko on a daily basis. Naruto, full rights to see Mayuko, huh? He looks at Mayuko. She noticed Naruto looking at her and gives her a death glare. Mayuko, Hugh? Raikage, he is happy because he has shown the deadly side of him and that didn't affect Amaya, but Mayuko rejected Naruto before she even saw that side of him. Mizukage, he is so happy that he finally has a daughter that will accept him for who he is. End of flashback. She is crying and filled with regret for how she treated her father. Mayuko's mind, I chased daddy away. Mayuko's mind, I was happy before but when I found out his other side I abandoned him and treated him like dirt. Mayuko's mind, I really don't deserve to have him as a father. He would do anything to make me happy but at the drop of a dime I abandoned him and treated him cruel. Mayuko's mind, I don't deserve him to call me his daughter. Mayuko's mind, I am so sorry daddy, please forgive me. End of chapter 3. Chapter 4. Kami-sama is very furious at Konoha for betraying Naruto. He had decided to revive the two people Konoha had betrayed. He is more furious at Hinata, Naruto's ex-wife, for treating him like shit. She is the one that took his child away from him. She is the one that turns her against him. Hinata became a cold-hearted monster by abandoning him, taking their daughter and marrying Kiba, who is a foolish, arrogant bastard. Kami-sama called for his guards to gather the soul of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze. Kami, guards, gather me Minato Namizake, the fourth Hokage, and his wife Kushina Uzumaki Namizake, the hidden whirlpool princesses, also known as Konoha Red Hot Habanero. Guards, hi Kami-sama. The guards left. Time skip. The guards return with Minato and Kushina. One of the guards knocks on the door. Knock knock. Kami-sama heard someone knocks on the door. Come in. One of the guards opens the door and enters the room with Minato and Kushina behind them. Guards, we brought the two people you requested. Kami, good, now you are dismissed. Guards, hi Kami-sama. The guards bow to show their respect and left. Minato, I don't mean to be rude, but who are you? Kami, I am Kami-sama. Kami-sama, I brought both you and your wife because you Minato have made a huge mistake by sealing Kyuubi in your only son. Minato and Kushina are shocked. What? Minato, what do you mean I made a huge mistake by sealing Kyuubi inside my son? Kami, like said, you made a huge mistake. Konoha betrayed both of you because they treated your son horribly. He was treated like trash. The villagers and shinobis thought that he is a demon. They beat him into a bloody pulp. The villagers that own their business would charge him extra because of their hatred towards him for being the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. His genin teammates treated him like trash. As he got older, he married Hinata Hyuga and has a daughter named Mayuko. One day Hinata became a cold-hearted baka that took Mayuko with her and abandoned him. She married arrogant fool Kiba Inuzuka. Konoha one day banished him because they didn't want him anymore. Minato and Kushina are shocked. How could Konoha treat their only son horribly? Minato is sobbing, he should have listened to Kushina. Kushina is sobbing and also is very pissed. She looks at Minato. Kushina, Minato, this is your fault, I warned you that he would suffer if you seal the Kyuubi inside our son. She hits him on the head. He rubs his head where Kushina hit. Minato, you were right Kushina, I shouldn't have sealed the Kyuubi in our son. I regret what did. Kami, now that you both know what Konoha has done to your son, I want both of you to revive to punish them. Minato and Kushina, hi. Kami doing hand signs. Revival just to. Konoha. Mayuko is pissed at her mother for making her hate her father. She hates Kiba for taking her away from her father, making her hate him more. She finally stops thinking of Kiba, not her father but just a bastard that wants her mother. Hinata saw Mayuko sobbing. Are you okay, Mayuko? Mayuko, I am not okay, I hate you. You and everyone in this damn pathetic excuse of a village took my daddy away from me and made me hate him. Hinata is shocked, she never had yelled at her before. What are you talking about? Your father is here with us. Mayuko, Kiba is not my daddy, he is just a bastard, and I finally realize that you are a big slut whore for leaving daddy for a bastard, arrogant, foolish mutt. Mayuko, daddy is not a monster. He loved us with all his heart and would make us happy. Mayuko, you baka made me hate daddy for having a demon in him. He would protect us with his life to save us from any danger, and look what we did and just abandoned him and despise him for something he has no control over. He never asked for having the demon in him. Amaya is not scared of him when he saw his dark side, and he loves her like his own daughter. Hinata is shocked and thinks that she is right. Hinata is filled with regret and ashamed. She really did become a cold-hearted slut whore. She fell to her knees and is sobbing. Hinata, Naruto-kun, I'm so sorry for the pain and suffering I put through. I am so sorry for calling you a monster and abandoning you, also taking out only daughter Mayuko away. I am sorry that I abandoned you and married that foolish but Kiba. Kiba entered the room and saw Hinata and Mayuko. Kiba, are you alright, Hinata-chan? Mayuko got pissed. How dare Kiba call his mother with Chan? Mayuko gave Kiba a death glare at him. She is not fine, dog breath. Kiba is shocked. Mayuko never yelled at him and gave him a death glare. Kiba, don't call me that, Mayuko, I am your father and discover respect. Mayuko, you are not my daddy, you are just an arrogant, foolish teme mutt that wants to get into my mom's pants. You and everyone in this pathetic excuse of a village made me turn against my dad and took him away from me. Kiba is so shocked and knows who she is talking about. Kiba, Mayuko, you need to forget about that monster. He hurt your mother, remember? Mayuko got furious and slapped him. Slap. Mayuko, don't you ever call my daddy a monster, you baka dog breath mutt. I hate you, arrogant, foolish mutt. Go to hell, dog breath. Kiba is shocked. He looks over at Hinata. Kiba, Hinata, are you going to let her talk to me like that? Hinata got pissed and gave him a death glare. Just shut, you mutt. Hinata, Mayuko is right, you are an arrogant bastard. I regret abandoning Naruto-kun and taking our only daughter away from him. I was a fool for believing foolish, arrogant villagers and shinobi that he is a monster. He is not the monster. He protected us so many times from any danger. Look what we did in return, we backstabbed him and treated him like shit. You dog mutt was his best friend in the academy and you fucking betrayed him. Hinata, I want a divorce, mutt. Kiba is filled with regret for how he treated Naruto and betrayed him. They were once best friends. He is now sobbing and remembers the good time they had together. Kiba, mind, I am so sorry, Naruto, for calling you a monster and taking Hinata and Mayuko away from you. You were never the monster. Hinata and Mayuko left Kiba alone. Konoha's gates. Minato and Kushina decided to not know what Konoha had done to their only son. They decided to have someone say it out loud. Minato and Kushina arrive at the front gates and sneak into the village fast without anyone noticing them. Time skip. Hokage's mansion. Minato and Kushina arrive at the mansion. Minato knocks on the door. Knock knock. Tsunade, come in. Minato opens the door and they both enter. Kushina enters the room behind Minato. Tsunade stopped working on paperwork and saw Minato and Kushina in the room. She is shocked. Tsunade, Minato and Kushina, are that really you? Minato, of course, it's Tsunade-sama. Kushina, we want to see our son Naruto Tsunade-sama. Tsunade is filled with regret for banishing their son. I am sorry, Minato and Kushina, the villagers and shinobis treated Naruto horrible because he is the nine-tailed fox Jinchuriki. Your son got married to Hinata Hyuga and had a daughter named Mayuko. Hinata found out of him being a Jinchuriki and took their only daughter away from him and turned her against him and also abandoned him. She got remarried to Kiba Inuzuka and prevent Naruto from seeing Mayuko and banished him because we didn't want him anymore. Minato and Kushina are shocked and pissed at Tsunade for betraying their only son. Kushina is furious and ran straight to Tsunade and punches her face. You baka, how dare you betrayed our son, he is also your godson. Tsunade is sobbing. She felt like a fool. Minato, Tsunade-sama, you are an idiot, how dare you do that to Naruto. Tsunade, I am so sorry, Minato. Kushina, please forgive me for what I did to him. Kushina was still furious at her and slap her. Slap. Minato, call the Anbu. Tsunade rubbed her cheek and Kushina slapped her. She is still sobbing. Tsunade, hi. Tsunade, bring me the Rockies and Junins here pronto. Anbu, hi Lady Hokage. The Anbu bowed to show respect and left. Time skip. The Anbu return with the Rockies and Junins. One of the Anbu knocked on the door. Knock knock. Tsunade, come in. One of the Anbus opens the door. Everyone enters the room. One of the Anbu, we brought the people you requested Lady Hokage. Tsunade, good now you are dismissed. Anbu, hi. All the Anbu bowed to show respect and left the room. Minato look at the group with a death glare. Minato, you are all here because you all betrayed Naruto. Everyone except Tsunade, Hinata, Kiba, and Mayuko, he is a demon that devours to die. Minato and Kushina are furious. Minato, shut the fuck Bakas. Minato, how dare you Bakas call my son a demon? Everyone except Tsunade, Minato and Kushina are shocked. Mayuko is shocked that she finally saw her grandparents alive. Kushina, how dare you call my son Naruto Uzumaki Namazake a demon and treated him like shit. Sasuke, there is no way that Dobi monster is your son. Minato, shut the fuck up Uchiha, your mother Makoto Uchiha would be ashamed of having you as a son. Just the way your foolish arrogant attitude. Don't ever call your god brother a monster. Kushina is very furious at Sasuke and ran toward him and beat him to a bloody pulp. Minato, anyone else who wants to call my son a demon or monster will get their ass kicked by us. Kushina, who is Hinata Hyuga? Hinata is shocked. How did she know her name? Hinata is filled with so much guilt and regrets for what she did to Naruto. I am Hinata Hyuga. Kushina look over at her and gave her a death glare. So you are the cold-hearted bitch slut whore who abandoned my son and took our only granddaughter away from him and turned her against him. Also married an arrogant bastard mutt. Kushina ran towards Hinata and beat her to a bloody pulp. Minato looks over at the little girl that has red hair like his wife. He is disappointed in his grandmother for calling his father a demon or monster. Minato, are you Mayuko? Mayuko looks over at her grandfather. Mayuko, yes I am Mayuko. Minato, I am very disappointed in you Mayuko for treating your father horribly. Minato, if I didn't seal the Kyuubi inside your father the day he was born, the village would have been completely destroyed and everyone would be dead. Minato, also your grandmother had the Kyuubi sealed in her when she was little. She was the second Kyuubi Jinchuriki. Mayuko is shocked and sobbing. Mayuko, I am so sorry I did that grandpa, I should have never hurt daddy like that. Minato, who is Kiba Inuzuka? Kiba froze. How did the Yondaime-sama know his name? Kiba, I am Kiba Inuzuka. Minato looks over with a death glare. Minato, so you're the arrogant mutt that took away my son's ex-wife and his daughter away from him and turned Mayuko against him even more? Kiba is shocked and scared shitless. Minato ran towards him and beat him into a bloody pulp. Minato finished beating Kiba into a bloody pulp and ran towards the group that call his son a monster and beat them into a bloody pulp. End of chapter. Approximately 4.